Shalom to everyone. Thank you everyone for coming and supporting this amazing shiur of Zera Shimshon. I would like to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Mr. Ariel Eliabayev, Mr. Simcha Aronov, Mr. Daniel Alayev, and Mr. Nisan Yadgarov. Hashem should give them beracha v'atzlacha, parnasa tova, nachat, מהילדים, מהנכדים. Those who are not married, they should find their shidduchim, get married, and see nachat from their children, grandchildren, v'cheni ratzon v'nomar. Amen. Amen. I would like to ask from Hashem. Hashem should send a refuah shlema to the father of our dear friends, brothers, Molo Uriel Ben Burcho. Refuah shlema, refuah nefesh u'refuah haguf, Rabbi Ariel.
David Ben Sivio.
Oh yeah. refuah shlema, David Ben Sivio, ובשורות טובות, אלכסנדר בן פרחו.
רומא בן שרה.
וגם רומא בן שרה.
שותף שלו.
איי. Okay, Hashem should give them בשורות טובות, הצלחה רבה, and a lot of miracles. And Hashem should give the refuah shlema to all the hostages, all the soldiers who got wounded. And Hashem should bring the hostages back home safely. Okay, and only we should hear good news from everywhere. Amen. I would like to say Leilu Nishmat to the relatives of the sponsors. Leilu Nishmat, Moshiach, his grandfather, Moshiach ben Matov, Vegam Adino bat Miriam, Mordechai ben Chivsi, Mishael ben Frecho, Daniel ben Yafa, Gabriel ben Rivko, וגם סופה בת מילה, וגם מאיר חי בן בכור, וגם מיליון בת אסתר, וגם my aunt, חנו בת בחור, וגם אריאנה בת איירינה, אריאנה בת איירינה, וגם ישראל הכהן מקללני בן נעמה, וגם אסתר בת לאה, וגם מיכאל בן חולי. It's halal. So many young people passed away this year. Ruach Hashem tenichem b'gan Eden. Amen. Okay, we're learning today Zera Shimshon letter Vav. Yes, please take a picture. It's so beautiful. Today's Zera Shimshon is amazing. Rabbi Ariel, if you give me permission, I'll tell you a good story. There was a shochet. The story is brought in Gemara Yerushalmi. So it happened more than 2,500 years ago, easy.
Okay.
So what happened? There was a shochet, and he would make shchita incorrectly. What happens when you make shchita wrong? Animals become what? Animal becomes nevela. Person who eats, not only he gets sin, but also he becomes tameh, impure. So what happens? This rabbi, shochet, he was making nevela. Rabbi told him, hey, you're not doing k'halacha, you're doing wrong, stop. No, I don't care. One day, so he's not religious, doesn't care about nothing. And Yom Kippur, he started drinking vodka, wine, vodka. He got drunk. He went up the roof of his house. Because he got drunk, Saraj minus gash. He fell down on Yom Kippur day into the yard and died. Now he's bleeding. Dogs came right away from everywhere, start licking his blood, eating his meat. People came right away, start pushing away. They called the rabbi and said, Rabbi, what happened to this guy? Shochet. And dogs are eating his blood. He said, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Let the dogs eat it. So Gemara is asking a question. Rabbi, how are you talking about this guy? He said, it says in the Torah, Ubasar basade terefa lo tochelu. If you find a flesh, meat, in the field, that's terefa. Don't eat it. L'akelev tashlichun oto. Throw it to the dog. So what happened? This guy, he made Jewish people eat so much not kosher food. Nevela in terefa. He became now nevela in terefa. So therefore, his flesh fell in the field. Let the dogs eat it. That's their food. Of course, they buried him. But Lamaisa will learn a lesson from here. It's a big responsibility for shochet to be very gentle, very careful. My father, when I was a kid, he told me, I said like 2 years ago in Zera Shimshon shul, I'm repeating it again because this story reminded me that. When I was a kid, my father said to me, Johnny Dadesh, be careful from 3 shins.
Sure.
I said, what is this? He said, Sholiach, Shochet, Shamash. Shaliach Tzibur, Shin. You Chazan, you pray 100, sometimes 1,000 people. They're depending on you. And you praying, only Hashem knows what your kavanot are. Oh, you know what? Who cares about properly reading the words? Let me show off my voice. Ow! He turns the whole selichot into tza'akot. Singing, yelling, screaming. That's selichot. Hashem says, what are you dancing like a ballerina in front of me? The whole year you sing, now you're like Yisrael singing beautiful stuff. What are you doing? Okay, nigun is nigun that brings people close to Hashem, I understand. But the whole thing becomes just nigun. And what do you do? You can't, oh, you know, my voice. Hashem says, what is this? What is this? So that feeding shedim and not to Hashem. Number two, that was Shaliach. Shochet. If you, little bit, tiny, split millisecond, you moved your hand within shchita, only you know, Hashem knows. The owner of the cow doesn't know this. And now you're scared, you don't want to pay $3,000 for a cow. You said, no, this cow is kosher, And they sell it to everybody. Talmidei Chachamim, religious, not religious, kids who go to yeshiva, adults, old people, young people, they eat from your meat. And they trust you. And comes out what they eat nevela. Hashem says, what is this? You did that? That's a different, you become partner with Shedim.
But how do you know in a meat factory they do so many so quick?
This is why factory is one thing. You have to know individual who is good known. And today in America, nobody can say, I'm the best. It's not Russia. Russia, those who grew up over there, rabbi comes to your house, checks the knife. The other rabbi comes, check his knife. They made shchita. They sell in front of you. You see, you can guarantee, I saw he made shchita. Today you can't give a guarantee. I saw he made shchita. I mean, we trust companies, yes, but Hashem should protect us. But today, when there's a lot of money playing role, only Hashem knows. People sometimes scared to admit because they don't lose a lot of money. Things happen. Nobody's perfect. Number 3, Shochet, we said, Shaliach said, Shamash. Late at night, he's alone in the shul. What he can do to Sefer Torah, Hashem knows. Is he reliable? So this is why it's important how these 3 shins should be careful. Today, we'll learn a beautiful Zera Shimshon. Guys, you have no idea how deep this Zera Shimshon is. And you know what I'll tell you? 2 weeks ago, I made a big mistake. I said to my Rebbetzin, you know what? Maybe we should stop Zera Shimshon, sometimes people feel bored and this and that. My wife, it was 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. She didn't say a word to me, but when 11 o'clock at night came to me, she said, come over here. Do you remember you had within 7 years these issues? I said, yes. She said, do you know anytime you mentioned the Leilu Nishma to Zera Shimshon, within that day, Hashem made you a miracle? Yeah. You're going to spit on this all, and you're going to start learning Zera Shimshon. Where's your Hakarat HaTov? You know, my Rebbetzin, everyone has Hakarat HaTov, but she gave me like a boost, like, no. And since that day, anytime I learn Zera Shimshon, I feel like he's talking. It's so deep. It's so strong. And I'll tell you guys, I am waiting with some people sitting here right now. A big miracles within 40 days. I'm waiting big miracles within 40 days. And there's going to be big miracles. So therefore, let's have kavanah, let's learn today. You see how, listen to learn Zera Shimshon and see how he's talking to you with your daily problems. I don't know what your problems are. But look how you're going to find your daily problem over here. It's crazy. Listen to this. Parsha says, when you go out to a war against your Satan, against your enemy, don't be scared. Enemy is a human being. Satan is with the fire. We are flesh and blood. It could burn us. Chas v'shalom. Hashem says, even with that, don't be scared. Ki tetzeh lemilchama, when you go out to war, Parashat Shoftim in the 6th Aliyah starts Ki tetzeh. Next week also Ki tetzeh, right? Parashat Shoftim starts. It says, teaches us what? Ki tetzeh lemilchama, when you go out to war, v'ra'ita sus v'alechem, and you see a horse and a chariot. Amram mimcha. Millions of people, they are more majority, more than you. Whenever you see the word sus, horse, it doesn't mean one. Torah doesn't say horses. Sus. Like you don't say 1,000 fishes, you say fish, right? And rechem, also chariot. Torah doesn't say rechavim. Rechem. Even though there's million chariots, it talks about one. Okay. Upirish Rashi, sus varechem, Rashi, sus varechem, Rashi says, be'enei kulam kesus echad. In front of everybody, 1,000 horses is like one horse. V'chenu omer, and same pasuk says, "Ve'ikite Midyan k'ish echad." And also Hashem says, "You will destroy Midyan like a one man." How many Midyanim there are? Millions. But you look at everyone like a one. Tell me one thing. Hashem should protect me. This video goes everywhere.
Right.
How many groups Hamas has? How many people Hamas has?
How many people?
How many?
Thousands.
Thousands, right?
Hundreds of thousands.
After this week's parsha, on Zera, Shimshon, you will know it's only one. Hashem says 100,000, 200,000. In my eyes, only one. I shot one button, all gone. It's all one. Listen to this. Look inside. It's beautiful. And you will destroy Midian like one man. There are millions of Midianim. Hashem says, in my eyes, one. I decide, boom, that's all gone. As it says in the pasuk, what Kiva sus paro, and will come sus horse and paro, paro and his horse. Akan leshono comes siftei chachamim. No. If you remember, as Yashir we sing, we say, how Nigun, sus paro, right? Tell me, there's nowhere before this in the Pasha says sus paro.
No, it says sus verochevo.
Sus verochevo. There's other places paro, and then other places sus. So all the Mafarshim asking the question, why Rashi chose this pasuk, kiva sus paro, when it came sus, a horse and a paro? Why paro and a horse and not different places? Why this place mentioned? Look what it says here. Beautiful. Look what it says here. ועשית חכמים ביקשה למה רש"י הביא פסוק קיבה sus paro. צוותי חכמים Shach. Tzivtei Chachamim asking, why Rashi chose this pasuk? V'lo hevi pasuk shel sus, kol sus paro akadu. Before it says kol sus paro ve'yichbo, why did you mention that pasuk? V'tiretz mishum desham ketiv kol sus demash mekulam. When it says over there all horses, means all the horses talking about. But here, horse and paro, his horse. אבל עדיין קשה. Still we have question. למה לא הביא הפסוק של סוס ורוכבו? Why didn't bring סוס ורוכבו? Horse and the chariot. רמה בים. Hashem dipped them into the water. Drowned them all. Why? Call סוס פרעה. Horse and paro. Why not? Horse and chariot. Mention different places. Why are you mentioning this one? הקדום. לכי לקיבה סוס פרעה, that's before קיבה סוס פרעה. עוד יש מקשים על רש"י ז"ל, also we can ask question on רש"י, שפרשת וישלח פירש, ויהי לי שור וחמור, Yaakov Avinu sees Esau, what he says, and I have shor. What shor? Ox, 1. Chamor, donkey, 1. Vayhi li shor v'chamor tzon, sheep. Shivcha, maidservant. Vayhi li shor v'chamor, ve'eved, and slaves. Slaves, donkeys, and maidservants. Five categories he mentioned. And all in singular tense. Derech eres lomar hashvarim harbe shor. Really, it's a respect. When you see 1,000 oxen, you say, oh, that's my ox. Speaking in singular tense, that's the respect. Kmo kara hatarnegol. As they say, call the chicken. Or voice of the chicken. Ve'eno omer karu hatarnegolim. They didn't say they called the chickens or chickens roared. How do you say it?
Cool.
Whatever, made noise. They don't say chickens called out, whatever. They say chicken called. Singular tense. עד כאן לשונו. וכאן מנהלה דחשובים כסוס אחד. How do we know? Here, by Paro, all the horses considered one horse. דילמה לכך נאמר סוס ורכב. Maybe this way it says horse and a chariot. Or kibasus paro lashon yachid, or maybe that talks about and paro came with the horses. Maybe it talks about one. The derech bnei adam lo marken al susim arbe kmo kara tanagol. Maybe it talks about one, not all the horses of paro. Maybe it talks about one. Hada meturetzet be'erech havelta. One answers another one. So it says like this: Sheim haya maybe Rashi pasuk sus velo chamo. If Rashi would bring every horse and a chariot, it would not be that all the horses consider one horse. I would think only one. Okay, Rabbi again, I'm explaining. We need to know, is it talking about 100,000 horses or it talks about one horse? What is it talking about?
One is 100,000.
We understand until now, it talks about 100,000 because it's respect to talk about many horses, one horse. That's how Torah talks. But 1 second, you want to tell me when Pharaoh was running after Jewish people, he was sitting on one horse? How many horses he changed?
Groups.
How many? 600. Do you know just Pharaoh himself was changing horses every second?
Yeah.
Why? Hashem showed him the image of different horse. He said, no, with this horse I'm not going to get Jewish people. He said on this one. With this horse I'm not going to get this one. This was male, I'm going to sit on a female. Look at this. It's beautiful. Today's Shimshon is so beautiful. And yet, Hashem says, all your horses really won. Can I tell you something scary? But you promise me you're not going to get scared. I'm going to scare you up, blow you up. Ready? There is... Shh. לסוסתי ברכבי פרעה, דימיתיך רעייתי. remember this passage? שיר השירים? לסוסתי ברכבי פרעה, דימיתיך רעייתי. לסוסתי, to my horse. דימיתיך פרעה, that I imagined to Pharaoh. Dimitich ra'ayati. I did all this for you, my loved one.
The nation.
Hashem says, my nation, I love you so much that I showed Pharaoh all these different presentations just to show you my love. This is simple answer. Comes Tzva'at HaDivash. Says something crazy. He says, when a Jew stands and he prays Shemona Esrei, as long as your kavanah and the words, this is why from today I'll try to pray all the time with the Siddur. As long as your words, kavanah and the words, you are partner with Hashem, your prayer partner with Hashem. Once your kavanot are out, Hashem says, your words are like horses. And Paro is the nickname of the Shedim. Lesusati, because your words cause what? Dimitich Paro. Your words became partners of Paro. Who's Paro? Shedim. When person does not have kavanot in his prayers, his words become partners with Shedim. Your words being taken by the Shedim. Who says that?
For all the 19?
Sivaat Arivash.
For all the 19?
As long as your kavanot are not there.
Not first 3?
You lucky you're saying all the 19, I would say few years of people Shmoneh Esrei.
No, I'm saying first 3. You told us it's very important.
Any word of the Shmoneh Esrei. Any word of the Tefillah. This is why rabbis advise us to pray and look finger by finger inside the words. Why? Anytime your kavanot are not there, these words are becoming partners with who?
Shedim.
Shedim. Who says that? Tzvat Anivash. Okay. Brothers, can we go further? Hada muturetzet be'erech chaverta. Okay, Hado. Chado. One. Yeah, you have it? What's the next word? V'chada muturetzet be'erech chaverta. What's the next word? What's the next word? She'im. One gives answer to the second one. She'im. Aya me'vilashi pasuk sus ve'rochevo. If Rashi would bring that pasuk sus ve'rochevo, previous one, not this one. It would not be a proof that all these 1,000 horses or 600,000 horses are one. Why not? I would say pasuk talks about the way you talk to people. They see 1,000 horses, they say one horse. So therefore, Rashi brings proof from the Kiva Sus Paro. Paro one, his horse one. To show you it's one. We're talking about one here. Not the way people talk, the way Hashem sees one. The Al Pasuk Ze Kosher. Lama Prat Davka Sus Paro Lo Amar Stam Kiba Sus Verochevo. Why it says Sus Paro, Kiba Sus Paro, and not Sus Verochevo Lama ופרשה בים, כמו שאמר בתחילת השירה, סוס ולכבוד אמר בים. Why? סוס פרעה. That's the question. And he gives the answer. אלא ודאי צריך לומר, we must say, שחידושה, דחידושה כמשמע לקרוא. Torah tries to teach us something new. דאיתה במדרש שיר השירים. It says in מדרש שיר השירים, לסוסתי ברכבי פרעה. I made my horse those who were chariots of the Paro. What does that mean, love David? Every second, Hashem was changing the image of the horse. Rachav Paro al Sus Zachar. Paro was running on the male horse. V'kivyachol nigla Kadosh Baruch Hu al Sus Zachar. Hashem also appeared to him on the male horse. Shneimar, it says, Amar Paro Hasus Zachar Horeg Ba'alav Lemilchama. Paro said, guys, question to you. What's the difference having male horse or female horse during the war? What's good to have? Male horse or female horse? Why female? Because male horse kills its owner in the war. Male horse will kill its owner in the war. Female horse will not kill its owner in the war. Why? You tell me why. Because when male horse feels attack, he must run away. He doesn't care about nothing. Female horse will be staying with the owner. Male horse will try to throw him out of himself just to run away. Question to you. Why your name is your name? Why dog is called Kelev and horse is called Sus? Huh? Who knows Hebrew good? How do you say happy and happiness? You know horse stands for? Sus, Sason veSimcha. People dying in the war. Horse goes, hey, 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 hey. Like, you know, he goes happy. Even there he's happy. The owner dies, he's happy. Sus verochevo, Sason veSimcha. Hashem appeared to him like a male horse. But I'll tell you one thing now. Before we go to further beautiful midrash here, you know what Hashem did? Hashem said, I'm going to trick you. Paro was sitting on a male horse. Yalkut Shimoni says Hashem sent him a female horse. Once female horse start running in the front, female horse ran into the Yam Suf. Paro was to stop his horse, but his horse is following that female horse. So he's going to Yam Suf straight. He says, hey, stop them. Doesn't listen. He was going after him, and this is how they all drowned. This is a lesson to every woman. If your husband goes early in the morning to go to shul, to pray, to learn Gemara or anything, and you support him, how much more reward you get? Why? A horse who doesn't have brains just listens to the owner and whatever instinct says it does, and yet when they were killing Jews, Egyptians, horse and the owner, rider, they were drowned. Why horse was drowned? Because he listened to his owner, he got punished. So how much woman who supports her husband, she will get reward. Who said that? Miriam. ותיקח מרים הנביאה בטובים, בתופים ובמחולות. ותאמר מרים שירו להשם כי גאוגה סוס ורוכבו רמה וים. Why? She says, look from the horse. If horse gets punishment, how much more woman who supports gets reward? 4 more minutes will be done, but let's see how Hashem played checkmate with Paro. He was seeing, look at this, he was changing his horses every second. It's beautiful. Hashem says, aha, now he's going on a male. First Hashem said on a male horse. Now he sits on the male. Hashem said, now I'm going to show you as if I'm sitting on a female horse. So what happens now? It says, let me sit now on the female because the male one kills its owner. Paro al-sus adom. Now Paro says, listen, I don't want to sit on the female, I want to sit on the red horse. Red horse will get me faster Jewish nation back. Look at this, he's changing horses every second. Al-sus Lavan. After red he goes on that. Lavan. What's Lavan? White one. Al-sus Shachor. After that it changes to black one. Make up your mind. What are you jumping from horse to horse? He was willing to do anything. Can you imagine? Sometimes person opens one business, doesn't go with the president. Even Paro, Rasha Gamur, he wants to get Jewish people. He's changing horse every block. Never give up. Try something new every time. Maybe your mazal is in a different place. Try something new. And Hashem will give you atzlacha. First, he sees Hashem as if Hashem appeared to him on the red horse, he goes on the red. Then Hashem appeared in the white, and he goes on white. Then on the black, he goes on. He follows to what Hashem is carefully playing ping pong with him. You marched your horse into the ocean. You know what that means? When someone goes to war, he has thousands of servants. He says, guys, soldiers, let's go. Ramp it up. How do they say? Stamp up on the ocean. And all the horses go inside. Through the ocean. That's called stepping on the ocean. Darachta beyam susech Chabakuk Gimel Tedvav. Sorry? Sagoyin. Okay, והואיל שבכאן פרד הכתוב סוס פרעה, לפי שנשתנה לכמה סוסים. Why? Why סוס פרעה? Because that horse changed into many different horses. And Hashem said, all these in my eyes is only one. Rabbi Aram? In 1 year, how many enemies do you have?
I think none.
None.
None, zero.
Rabbi Gabriel, in 1 year, how many enemies do you have? Tell me that answer. Come
He
on.
didn't count.
Binyamin, how many enemies do you have in a year?
0.
Can be. Guys, say the truth.
Why? We can know.
How many enemies do you have in a year? I'll tell you now.
Okay.
I'll tell you now. How many enemies do you have in a year? How many years do you have in a year?
365 years. How many days? How many days?
Rabbi Yosef, thank you. -1, that's right. We have 364 enemies in a year. Where do we mention this?
Time goes against you, Rabbi, you saying?
Atem, Nitzavim, Hayom, Kulchem. You are all standing today. Who's we are all? All the days that Satan was bothering you, you have different images of the year. And all this standing today, when is Hayom? Hayom, anytime Zohar says Hayom is Rosh Hashanah. Everyone is standing on Rosh Hashanah. Hashem says all your enemies are here. But in all of this, Hashem says you in my eyes one. So all the horses of Paro that are changing, in Hashem's eyes only one. All the enemies of Klal Israel, all the enemies, is only one. Only one. What's the name of that enemy? Amalek. That's right. Bottom one. We're finishing bottom one. Bottom one. Check the bottom one. 3 minutes we're done. But with this, I want to tell you something nice. Listen carefully. ועוד דרך רמז הודיע לעשו שאינו מתיירא מן הקליפות ומרוחות הטומאה. Yaakov Avinu says to Esau, listen, I have shor, chamor, tzon, evet, shivcha, all this. What is this? These are 5 types of elements that shedim sit constantly. Yaakov Avinu says, listen to me. Because I have Torah, I'm not scared of you, or I'm not scared of your shedim. They will come on horses, they will come on donkeys, they will come on maidservant, or anything they'll come, I'm able to fight them out. This is how mindset you should have on month of Elul. I care to Zera Shimshon, I don't care. This shiur will protect me at least 24 hours, 48 hours, 68 hours, 1 week, 1 month. Why? Because you went out of your comfortability. You went out of your way. Mina Shamayim, today we have music here, music there. Saxophone, I didn't even think this. Hashem sent it. But I'll tell you one thing. You go out of your way, believe in it. Be happy about it. Hashem says, look how many mitzvot you keep. Why are you not happy? Why not happy about yourself? This is what our job is. Look what Yaakov says to Esau. Guys, look inside. I'm not making up. ועוד, you see the bottom part? ועוד לדרך רמז הודיע לעשו. This is what Yaakov Avinu says to Esau. שאינו מתיירא מן הקליפות ומרוחות הטומאה. He says, I'm not scared of your shells of your tumah or the spirits of your tumah. All shtuyot. Learning Torah, keeping mitzvot destroys everything. אבל כאן דכתיב, אשירה להשם כי גאו גאה. Here it says what? I'm going to sing to Hashem who is Gao Ga. What's Gao Ga? I say Gava. Holy. Who deserves holiness. Sus verochevo rama vayam. Hashem took a horse and chariot and drowned them in the water. Hasvarai le'efech. Really? I would think opposite. Shaya lo lomar. Susim verochvehem rama vayam. What Torah should have said? Horses and chariots. Do you know 2,000, 3,000 years ago when it happened, nobody saw it. Nobody saw proof. Today, Vadalas, how you say that? Divers. They go under that Red Seas and they find all this stuff and they show it today. 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, nobody was able to see it. They had to believe, okay, I believe, yes, no. Kalal said, believe you, didn't believe. But today, they see it's true. They see the proofs. The gold never rots and it's all proven is there. כדי להגדיל הגאות שלו. All this why? To increase Hashem's גאווה, Hashem's pride. והחינם פסוק כי בסוס פרעה, שהוא סיום השירה ותוקף הנס. This is the end of the song and the punchline of the miracle. שכאשר באו סוסי פרעה בים, when horses of Pharaoh, they went into the ocean, השיב עליהם את מי הים. Hashem returned them with the waters of ocean. Hashem punished them with the waters of ocean. Afagav שהיו ישראל בתוך הים ביבשה. Even if כלל ישראל were inside the water, but in the dry land. כמו שסיים ובני ישראל הלכו ביבשה. As it finished, the Jewish nation were walking. הלכו ישראל ביבשה. Rabbi Ariel, you have a responsibility.
For?
Rabbi Gabriel, you. Yadgarov, you. Thank you. Rabbi Pinchas, Rabbi Shlomo, Rabbi Shmuel, you have a responsibility. From today and on, me and you, we see thousand different people every day. 1,000 different happinesses. Or sometimes not so happy. You tell them like this. Look, it says, Uvnei Israel halchu bayabasha betoch hayam. And Jewish nation, they walked in the dry land inside the ocean. What does that mean? When he picked up his leg, it was ocean. When he was about to put his leg, it was ocean. But when he eventually put his leg down, that was dry land. When the miracle happened, and the split second of the putting of the leg down, Yeshuat Hashem, K'eref Ayin. Hashem's miracle is like a blink of the eye. So if you see any time someone is not so happy in their life, tell them, listen, you keep going and Hashem will make a dry land in the ocean. You just keep walking. And that's exactly what Hashem does always. So why Torah says one horse? In order to teach all of us שלפניו חשובים כולם כסוס אחד. All these horses in front of Hashem is like one horse. All the Amalekim is only one. All the Reshaim is only one. When Hashem says, I want to make my macharonim, it's only one. Put it down. Guys, I want to conclude today's shiur with this. I want to say thank you, everyone, for coming and learning. But I can't not to give you a bottom line. What I saw today second time. I said it 2 days ago lightly. It was not recorded. Some people this time didn't. But I want to tell you this today because it really made me happy. Gemara in Pesachim, page 50, Baba Kama, page 55, asking a question. Why? And the first tablets that Moshe Rabbeinu broke, it didn't have letter Tet. Second one had. Why not? Because the Tet stands for Tova. How do we know Tet stands for Tova? Any first word from the beginning of the Torah came, that first letter is essence of that word. So when you open Bereshit, it says, Ve'ine Tov Me'od. The first time the word Tov, Tet came out, and the word Tov. So if Moshe Rabbeinu would have tablets, and he broke the first tablets, then letter Tet would be there. You know what the word would say? Klal Yisrael would say, aha, Tov is broken, there is no more goodness in the world. So Hashem said, in order not to break your spirit, even though my Torah is broken, I'm showing you that there's goodness always in the world. I did not take goodness away. Torah destroyed, 10 Commandments destroyed. The Lord respecting father and mother, respecting Shabbat, Kashrut, destroyed. Respecting Hashem destroyed. But the goodness was not destroyed. Until second tablets Moshe Rabbeinu brought. When did Moshe Rabbeinu go up to bring second tablets? Tell me the exact date. Huh? Today! It happened today. So look what it says. Bnei Yisachar. Bnei Yisachar says, from the 1st of Elul until Yom Kippur, you have 40 days. These 40 days, we have opportunity to go and get that tet. Tovah. Elul is for good. Never Elul is bad. Elul is always for good. We have to go and make search to find something good. When the good and bad mixed. When Adam HaRishon sinned, Adam HaRishon ate from Etz Da'at, he mixed good and bad. When you live throughout the year, you don't know what you did good, what you did bad. Now you start learning halachot teshuvah. You see, ooh, this was sin, I thought that was mitzvah. This was mitzvah, I thought that was sin. And now, once you do teshuvah, you take garbage, sin, you put it this side. You take mitzvah, put it this side. Say, okay, now I know my path. What happened? You're going after goodness. You go after good. So now, when you know what's good, not only you happy, but also a creator, Hashem, Borei Olam is happy. So then Hashem says, once you got it, I give you second tablets. What second tablets says? Asher yitau lach. Over there, let tet. Over there, brought tet. But says what over there? Now it's good for you. So guys, we have today mission. You come out from here, ask yourself a question. Where is goodness? I know these 40 days coming from Shamayim, abundance of goodness. Good. Go find it. You woke up, you were able to go fast to Sha'arei. You were able to wake up without no pain, no nothing. That's good. Thank you, Hashem. You see your father, your mother, you see both of the parents. Thank you, Hashem. You married, you see your wife. Thank you, Hashem. You see your child. Thank you, Hashem. You see your friend, you're able to see him. Thank you, Hashem. Guys, so much goodness comes down. You have a responsibility. Sha'arei Eliyahu, you have permission to text within these 24 hours. You see something good. One line. Thank you, Hashem, I see this. Thank you, Hashem, I see this. Believe me, once you say thank you, I say thank you, he says thank you, everybody says thank you. Today, my daughter sent me a short 15-second clip. Crazy. One guy, his teacher, and teacher says, listen to me, repeat after me. He's repeating after her. He says, ha, 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 ha. And like this till 10, they start laughing. Ha, 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 they start laughing on this. If so, our responsibility to make each other to remember to say thank you. Once you see goodness Hashem does to you, there's no way you should walk around Mount of Elul upset. Do you understand? When you search and you find the sin and the mitzvah and you separate, what kind of happiness is this? I want to take opportunity and say big thank you, guys. For a month and a half, I'm watching his status. This guy came from Ukraine today. Here I see him, Shalom Wolf. You know he went door to door to people who never had mezuzah in their lifetime. He goes to their house, gives them present mezuzah, says Shema Yisrael, here's kosher meat, here's kosher chicken, put mezuzah in their house. I see their stuff. I want to say Shalom Wolf, thank you. Proud of you. Proud of you. I don't know, I never had such a good in my life to go search for some people. You're doing it. Hashem should give you brachas, should be matzlech in everything you do. You, your father, healthy, should be your whole entire family, entire community over there. Be'ezrat Hashem should be b'atzlacha. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen v'amen. I want to stop the shiur. I want to stop and say thank you.